students celebrate the winter solstice together, and this is kind of our last little event before our Christmas break starts. So, all right, so we're going to start with some songs. Why don't we come over here away from the spiral and do our songs. It's really a ceremony that's focusing on bringing your inner light outward to share with others. So I hope that comes across. Once upon a time, during the dark and quiet time of winter, the stars shone brightly in the heavens, and the north wind blew cold on the earth. The wind whistled through the forest. Even the biggest, strongest, and furriest animals took shelter from the cold wind. Near the center of the forest stood a cabin, and from the outside one could see a thin, smoky trail floating out of the chimney and soft golden light glowing from the windows. If one got close enough, you could smell delicious smells and hear someone softly singing. In this home, near the center of the forest, lived an old woman. She was older than most of the animals in the forest. And when the animals smelled good smells coming from her house, they would often come near. Then the old woman would laugh and say to them, "This is not for you. You have a whole forest from which to eat. Off you go." She was baking many things, pies, biscuits, and honey cakes, because her grandchildren were coming to visit the day after Christmas, and these were their favorite treats. Every year at this time, her grandchildren, a little boy and a little girl, walked deep into the forest to visit their grandmother. They were always happy to see their grandmother, but sometimes they were afraid of the dark forest. This year, before they set off on their long journey, their mother gave them carefully wrapped packages to bring to grandmother and a bundle for themselves for their travels. It was a long journey to grandmother's house, and they would have to sleep one night in the forest. But the children ran most of the way, so happy they were to see her. They knew the path well, and they could always find it by the dim winter sunlight or by the bright moonlight. Sometimes the path was very narrow and hidden by plants and rocks. Other times it was very wide, but they always managed to find their way. Just as the winter sun was setting and the north wind was biting at their clothes, they decided to spend the night in a nearby cave. Their stomachs were grumbling and their legs were tired. They settled in near the mouth of the cave so that the moonlight could beam down on them and where they were protected from the cold wind. They made sure that grandmother's packages were safely wrapped, and then they opened their bundle. Inside, they found a straw mat, wool blankets, and bread with honey and a small jar of milk. They laid out their sleeping mat, gave thanks for their food and shelter, and ate. When they were finished, they wrapped themselves in the blanket and sat listening to the sounds of the forest. They heard tapping and clinking, scraping and banging, and even an owl hooting far away, and the soft footsteps of an animal on the prowl. They kept very quiet, keeping a few stones by their side in case a wild animal should come too close. With the morning sun, the children were on their way. Before too long, they could see grandmother's house, and the closer they came, the more delicious the air smelled. Their hearts leapt with joy. Grandmother was watching and waiting for them. When she saw them, her arms opened wide, and she said, "Dear children, you have found your way to me once again." The children gave their grandmother all of her gifts, and she unwrapped them very carefully, one by one. In one package, she found sugar and salt. In another, there was syrup and honey. And in the third, she found a small, plain wooden box. Inside, wrapped in a golden cloth, lay a pearl. How happy was grandmother with these beautiful gifts, and how happy were the children to give them to her. Each day, the children ate good food, sang songs, and heard grandmother's stories of life in the forest. And each day, they all worked together to make the house shine, and they even worked out in the garden. "Even during the winter, the garden needs to be cared for," said grandmother. So they cut back plants, covered the beds with straw, and sharpened all of the tools. How happily they worked and played together through the short winter days. All too soon, it was time for them to return to their mother and father in their home at the edge of the forest. They would have liked to stay even longer, but grandmother knew it was time for them to go home. Off they went the same way they had come, until they arrived home again 12 days later. And when they came home, they all felt a little bit older, stood a little bit taller, and were a little bit braver. And so it was.
Please do not zoom in on your face.
Lights. Whoa. Whose baby is that?
That's Marty's.
That's Marty's little. That's baby Neil, eh?
Yes.
Baby Neil. Cool. Hey, baby Neil.
Cute little baby.
Just got here. You want to go get her?
Whoa.
Just got here. Marty's just sitting.
That's what
Just sitting pictures.
Oh my God.
Look brand new. Yeah, look at that.
That's Neil Kibler Doyle.
That's a good baby. Look at that baby. Ooh, just born today?
Yeah, just like an hour. He's not even quite an hour old.
Wow, and his name is Neil?
Neil.
Okay.
And then Lori's on her way to Columbia. She tried to call, but I had a ring off for the program. So she didn't get it, but she sent me a picture. I thought she was already in the hospital, so I hadn't bothered her, but I texted her. That's a cute baby. Look at here, and Annie's doing really well. See there?
Who we waiting on, Sarah? Okay, sure.
You don't want to wait too long, but you know.
No, it doesn't matter to
He
me.
loves to do, but she's always running late, so I don't want him to feel like they're missing out. But
Yeah, right on.
I haven't heard from him, so
I hear you.
we won't wait too long.
It doesn't bother me. I was just curious. So who we waiting on? Oh, Darius is over there too. Cool. Hey, check this out. Okay. All right. Cool. That's awesome. I'd shake your hand, but I got sniffles. It's Invisible Handshake Day. Yeah, cool. It was, yeah, these are my friends. Hey, friends.
Hey, Munson.
Hey. Sounding great, y'all. Gloria. Oh,
That's one of
sorry.
my favorite Christmas tunes too.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
How cool is this? The Newberry is this hopping?
This is pretty hopping. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's come a long way. The Opera House, I think, did a lot of good stuff that way, you know? I think that was like the #1 big thing. Oh my gosh, it's Darren.
We're going over to the Opera House to see Edwin tonight.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. Right on. Cool. Hey, Darren, Invisible Handshake Day. I'm feeling better, but yeah. Yeah. You feeling better?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
98%.
98%? That's good. That's pretty good.
It was probably about 85.
Yeah, right on. Well, I've been thinking about y'all. I hope she gets better soon.
They got sick. They was sick for like 3 minutes.
Right?
I've been down for like 2 weeks.
Oh man, I'm glad they were able to cover all this, man. This is awesome. They're doing a great job. This sounds so beautiful. It's good. It's good stuff, man. Christmas is good.
It's a good.
With the cover.
Yeah, Edwin's playing. There's music on the square. Chris Reed's down there tonight.
Where's Chris Reed at?
Yeah, over at Figaro's down tonight.
You got a good Thanksgiving? Oh, yeah.
So when you get done with Edwin, you could go hang out with Chris. So it's a hopping night.
How about yours? It was good.
I'm with you. We got it. We going? You ready?
Outside of Alexandria.
All right, cool.
Not too far from DC, yeah.
We're going. I love y'all. She says it's time to go. I gotta go. Yeah, it's good to see y'all, man. Cool. Woo. Oh, hey, Invisible.
No, I'm already sick. I don't care.
She says it's too late, Darren.
Uh-oh. Now stay away from her then.
I hope so too.
I know how it is.
I'm kind of there right now.
I hear you like,
Yeah.
you're like, I hope you feel better, April. And then they're like, I got you.
It's all that. I'm just so glad that they were able to do this. I mean, really, that's awesome.
They feel so much better.
Yeah, that's what Darren just said. He was like, yeah, they had it for 5 minutes and it was over. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, Sarah said it's time to go, so we're gonna.
Okay. Bye.
I'm okay with that. Oh my gosh, it's Drew. Hey, Drew. I mean, I'll see you in a little bit. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock, definitely. Yeah, if I can get over there earlier, I'll send you a message or something. But definitely by 9. Yeah.
Until 9 o'clock is story time.
Oh well, I got something else I gotta do tonight. We gotta work it out. Let's go do it right now. Oh no. We gotta go this way.